Hi everyone, my name is Ijoma. I'm a medical doctor, currently a student enrolled as a professional writing student at the University of Westminster, where I'm currently studying to get my master's degree. I'm doing this video as part of a series for my project, which is looking to analyze the sociocultural impact that reality TV shows have on the Nigerian youth. And in this case, we're using BBNaija as a case study. BBNaija, as it is the biggest TV show in Africa, is what a whole lot of people will say and what it actually is, owing to the impressions and how much has been talked about and how much rating the show has. It's currently on its ninth season, which started in August, and it's been spanning for like 9 years now. It's so big that it has produced stars and celebrities who you can say are A-list, and so far people who go on the show come out, and the impact that the show has had on the Nigerian youth is what I'm looking to explore. In this particular episode, I'm looking to explore how the show has been beneficial to the Nigerian youth in terms of financial gains and opportunities. And I'm going to be doing it based on three major headlines. Number one will be the prizes they win while they're on the show. Number two, endorsement and influencing jobs. And number three will be job content identification. And the very first one will be prize money winning. Now, most people who go on this show go on it because of the huge money that they stand to win when they go on the show, because the show normally leaves a huge chunk of money for the winners to take home with, which is different from the prize, the consolation prizes and a whole lot of other prizes that people can win. And it is that money, I believe, is what attracts a whole lot of people, because with the money that you get from winning the show, which is like a chunk, and most times it ranges from like 50 million naira down, it's a whole lot of money, and there's a whole lot that people can do with it. So this show, what it does is it helps you just have a very fast kickstart in life, and it makes it very easy for you to soft land. The only thing you have to do is to make sure that you win the show, because it's very, very important that you win. Now, for people who don't win, there are still many other ways to earn money while you're on the show. Tasks that you get to perform and a whole lot of things that you do, games that you play, help you and put you at a chance of winning money, which a whole lot of brands that sponsor the show get to give other people. So whether you win the show or not, you still stand a very high chance of winning money on the show, which is a very big kickstart for a whole lot of people, a whole lot of Nigerian youth that eventually make it on the show. Number two will be endorsement and influencing opportunities. A whole lot of people who, like I would say almost everyone who goes on the show comes out to become a big influencer, because the show gives you such a big leverage. You have very gives you it gives most youth who go on the show, catapults them and give them a very high social advantage over their peers. Such is like it's like you become an overnight celebrity. And what it does is that it puts you at the forefront of brand influencing, and having a whole lot of brands leave the cultural or the usual celebrities who are like filmmakers and a whole lot of people. They leave them to come to meet the people who have been on the BBNaija show, because they understand the weight that this show carries. So the show, as it is, has such big social cultural influence on how influencing and endorsements go by. I mean, by doing this, it has helped people to like have so much social currency such that they're able to earn money by endorsement and influencing. The third section of this is what I'll call career advancement and personal branding. And by this, what I mean is what the show does in the aspect of letting people be able to carve a niche for themselves and rebrand themselves from who they used to be is a lot, because you see people who never used to be anything, once they come out of the show, you see them launching their careers into becoming an actor or a singer. The show has produced so many singers. It has produced Lakon, who was the winner of the lockdown season. It has also produced White Money, who is also a singer. It has produced Erica, who is an actress. It has produced Mercy Ike, who is also an actress. It has produced a whole lot of people. Like, it's very uncountable. And aside this, most of them going to entertainment, but aside that, you have the likes of Ozo that have ended up making a way for himself in the Nigerian and American Football Academy. While he was on the show, he was always talking about how much interest he had in sport, and because a whole lot of people watched the show, brands were actually looking out for him, such that the moment he left the show, he was scouted and a whole lot of people reached out to him. And currently, he is working with the American Football Association, and I literally saw him 2 days ago in America, like on screen, making an announcement. I'm like, wow, this is Ozo. If it wasn't for Big Brother, Ozo wouldn't even have stood a chance to do this. But he's currently doing that just by the impact of Big Brother. And this is all what Big Brother can do. And it goes to show how much sociocultural influence that this reality TV show has on the Nigerian youth. Aside the benefits that people who directly go on this show enjoy, people who don't make it to the show, people who are just followers of these people get to enjoy coaching and sometimes one-on-one coaching on how to live and leverage the financial aspect of their influencing. Most times they engage and teach seminars. Someone like Beauty Tukura, who is a housemate that was disqualified from the show in the level up season, that's season 7, she would normally come out and she'll organize seminars for her followers and trying to teach them how they can also leverage, just like she did in Fame, and how they can learn to manage their money so well by organizing seminars for them. So aside the few who eventually make it to the show, the ones who eventually don't even make it to the show as followers also get to benefit from this. And that is all because of the show that's BBNaija. That is the amount of influence the show has on the Nigerian youth. Overall, I would say this show encourages the average Nigerian to dream big and pursue big dreams, because by seeing others just go from being just your normal street guy that to making it so big, it encourages people to be able to dream big, knowing that your life can change in an instant if you put in work and you do what you need to do to get where you need to be. So overall, I would say that really BBNaija plays so much sociocultural influence on the Nigerian youth. It has helped a whole lot of youths have so much financial freedom just by virtue of participating on the show and by being followers of people who have been on the show and by just being a viewer on the show. I've tried to highlight how it helps people who go on the show in 3 ways. Number 1, helps them by directly winning the prize money or winning consolation prizes on the show. Number 2, by being a brand ambassador for brands and by having influencing deals. And number 3, by just personal branding, which a whole lot of people are able to do just by virtue of having social currency that comes from being on the show. I've also mentioned how a whole lot of people who didn't even have to be on the show, who weren't able to make it on the show, are able to be influenced positively and able to build their financial career by virtue of the seminars that the people who have been on the show are able to organize for them, how they are able to benefit and be able to improve themselves financially, and also how just by virtue of watching your fellow youth do so well and take themselves from ground zero to very high up there, it gives people that sense of hope that they can do so much for themselves and they can also be financially free just by watching the show and having the influence that comes from it. I'll be having my next episode where I'll also be talking about other ways that this reality TV show influences the Nigerian youth either positively or negatively, and I hope that you look out for it because I'll be sharing more tips and I'll be sharing so much insights as well. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you in the next one.